Hey nerd family, on this video we're going to be talking about breaking sugar addiction and the 7 steps to overcoming it. At the end we will discuss honey, agave, and artificial sweeteners. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is sugar? Sugar is a substance extracted from plants like cane and sugar beet, which is refined into a white crystalline-like substance. The only reason I bring this up is because this is the exact same process in which flour is made. Flour is obtained from the grinding and refining of grains into an oddly similar white substance. Since their effect on the bloodstream, insulin, and brain are virtually the same, they are both considered sugar in the context of this video. So why exactly is sugar so addictive? Sugars are addictive because they cause a supernatural release of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is the primary neurotransmitter involved in addiction. In fact, multiple studies have now revealed that sugar and sweet rewards can not only substitute addictive drugs like cocaine, but can even be more rewarding and attractive. The brain chemistry of those addicted to drugs and those addicted to sugar are virtually identical. Here's the 7-step process to breaking sugar addiction. Number 1, realize what's going on with your brain, your body, and sugar. People often stop consuming obvious sugar culprits like sodas and candy bars and trade them for breads and pastas. As previously discussed, those breads and pastas cause the same problems as sugar. The brain is still getting its fix of a large dopamine release from these items, and it's still causing all the negative effects of sugar consumption. If you really want to break addiction, you have to understand how the brain works and seeks out these sugars. Number 2, understand levels of addiction. Not everyone who drinks becomes an alcoholic, the same way that not everyone who eats dessert becomes a sugar addict. We are individuals with different brain chemistry, and the important thing is recognizing your own personal level of addiction. If just thinking about giving up sugar seems like a bleak, dark, and unhappy world, understand that this is very similar to how addicts feel about the substances they abuse. Some of you may be very addicted to sugar, although it's much more likely that you just have a slight sugar addiction. Only a very small percentage of people have a truly addictive brain, and the next steps will work for the majority of people. Number 3, you need to detox. You need to spend a period of time completely away from sugar and those dopamine spikes to break addiction. The detox process often involves an initial period of headaches, hormonal fluctuations, and just feeling like poop for a little while. The detox process can last anywhere from 3 to 21 days. The good news is that on the other side of the detox is a much healthier and happier place. Number 4, become a nutrition label ninja. Sugar is hiding in all sorts of places that you wouldn't expect. Yogurt, pasta sauce, and protein bars often have tons of added sugar. You need to become a pro at reading nutrition labels, and feel free to check out my older video on this topic. Number 5, balance blood sugar levels by eating balanced meals. During the detox process, you need to focus on having balanced meals to keep your blood sugar levels steady and prevent crashes. You do this by eating meals that combine protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Whole egg omelets with lots of veggies, chicken salads with olive oil dressing, and grass-fed beef stew are great examples of this. Protein, fiber, and healthy fat at every meal. Number 6, heal your gut. In an interesting study in Switzerland, men who were separated into 2 groups based on chocolate cravings. The men who craved daily chocolate had different colonies of bacteria in their gut than those immune to chocolate's allure. I'll say it on every video if I have to. Start paying close attention to your gut health. You do this by eating balanced meals as listed above, avoiding sugar and processed foods, and getting healthy probiotics into your diet. Number 7, pay attention to other sugars as well. What about honey and agave nectar? Because of how the brain works, the more you eat sugar, the more you crave. While these sugars do have mild health benefits, if you are struggling with even a regular sugar addiction, you need to cut these things out for a period of time. What about fruit? Fruit in its natural state, as in whole apples, berries, and oranges, are not addicting and are fine to eat when breaking sugar addiction. This is because they contain fibers, water, vitamins, and minerals. So what about artificial sweeteners like stevia? Most of the studies point to artificial sweeteners as being generally safe. While previous correlated evidence told us that artificial sweeteners caused additional sugar cravings and even cancer, better studies have shown us otherwise. Randomized double-blind studies, aka the gold standard of scientific research, report that artificial sweeteners help us become less hungry, consume fewer calories, and don't stimulate additional sugar consumption. An entire video could be done on this topic alone, and I will look into it in the future. The conclusion on the research as of now points to those sweeteners as being okay in mild doses when trying to break a sugar addiction. It's mild, nerd family, not 8 tablespoons of stevia in your green tea, okay?